Welcome everybody back to another Crypto Yesterday. I'm Donnie, and today we're going to talk about, is SBF innocent? I know everybody's on the page that Sam did it. Sam's the mastermind. Sam did this. Sam did that. I mean, but as we're all allowed to form our own opinions, and we're looking at the news, the headlines, what's been happening with Sam, and all the YouTube videos popping out about this, about Caroline, and all the other execs going against him and writing statements. And to me, it's always a red flag when everybody is so quick just to point the finger at one guy to try to save their own asses. It makes you question stuff. It makes you wonder, really what was going on behind closed doors. Uh, Me, I'm beginning to formulate the opinion that, Sam's probably not innocent, but I'm beginning to formulate the opinion that Sam was a little busy. Sam was greasing up politicians' asses. He was sucking nuts all over Washington, trying to get everything regulated in this country. Uh, and to me, I think Sam got pulled in a lot of directions, and that's the one thing the politicians don't want to talk about is all the money that Sam was donating to grease pockets to try to get his crypto exchange fully legal in the United States. And now it's we're going to give a little bit of the money back. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And you know what? Politicians are greasy slime balls. If FTX wouldn't have collapsed, they wouldn't have been given nothing back. They would have just kept the money quiet and they would have just had enjoyed themselves. But the biggest problems I'm seeing with this is FTX International is supposed to be a different company compared to FTX US and FTX Japan. And supposedly, FTX US and FTX Japan can pay all of its customers back. Well, think about this, guys. If FTX US pays back all of its customers, then there would be no charges in this country, right? So you got to really think about that for a minute. So if what Sam is saying is true, and a lot of other people are saying is true, that FTX US could pay back all of its customers right now today, that it's fully solvent, and FTX Japan is fully solvent, then what kind of game are they playing? Like why won't they let these companies pay back their pay back the investors and the retail people that were buying coins and stuff like that on there? There's a reason for that. They're coming after crypto, and Sam has to be the fall guy. He's greased the pockets. He's made people rich beyond means, and he was playing their game, and he made one mistake, and he got caught up. And FTX was, one of the big events that helped drive the price down, is holding the price back a little bit. And then we got all these other companies that are starting to fail, which is part of the cycle. I don't know, guys. Sometimes you got to question yourself, why? Why? Why are they throwing him like the bus? Why is everybody after him so bad? Um, you know, People are mad that he got bonded. That's just the way the court system works. Everybody has a right to a fair trial. Everybody has a right to have bond, no matter if it's 250 million, if it's 250,000. And the way the bond system works in this country is they didn't put up 250 million. They probably put up 10%, which is 25 million, and they use their house, which if that's a couple million, then I'm sure his parents got some equity. They're lawyers, for Christ's sakes, and they're pretty good lawyers from what I understand of them. And they're pretty well connected. They're not hurting for money. So all the headlines: Sam post $250 bill. Yeah, he probably did with some help. So there's always that. People just like to embellish stuff for headlines. Uh, we got his parents may have already been to Bahamian prison where he's being held. I would hope so. They're his parents. I mean, their son's in jail, and you know you got to think. People say Sam's delusional, but at the end of the day, the money he was spending literally was, yeah, there was some wasted money on the advertising, but he had to do the advertising to build the business to get his brand out there, and his brand was out there. Most people used it. He just got caught with his pants down because he played the wrong game. Um, but again, you got to look at like how the politicians are just going after him, why they're going after him, what they're trying to do to him, how fast everything's moving. I know there was outrage, but if the bankruptcy proceedings would not have shut down FTX.us, everybody in this country would be whole right now. So you can't really say that he scammed a U.S. citizen if the money's there. So that's what I'm waiting to see. I want to see those wallets. I want to see where that money's at and what's really going on there, because that'll tell me a lot. This was one of my favorites. SBF is a pawn and a useful idiot in an effort to take down the crypto and DeFi industry. Mark Yusko. Uh, I mean, really, I feel the same way. I feel like they're using this guy for what they can. I feel like they want to make sure that they have an idiot, and they used him. They blew smoke up his ass, and told him, you know, if you grease these pockets, you do this, you do that, you'll get regulation. And now, yeah, regulation is probably going to end up coming. But then it's kind of funny when you see a lot of other stuff on the news, like also another like, you get the SEC's chairman saying, no, I don't think regulation is good. I think the regulations we got are good. Is it? I mean, your average customer is just getting slaughtered, and maybe I'm kind of torn on this because to me, it doesn't really matter to be regulated. I have a pretty well set business plan on what I'm doing, how I'm operating, stuff like that. So, nothing's, I have to pay my taxes anyways. So it doesn't matter if they regulate it or they don't regulate it. I'm paying my taxes because I mine the stuff. So at the end of the day, I don't know if the regulations really affect me all that much because I'm pretty much a two-stop process on how I move my money around in crypto to fiat to make purchases and stuff like that. Uh, New FTX CEO told members of Congress SBF's family certainly received payments from the business. They were lawyers. They're probably receiving payments for helping them, talking, counseling, stuff like that. There's just, you know, if I had a big business like that, I'm gonna help my family too. My family's specialty in something. I'm a big believer in it. I like to have my friends eat. So if I'm gonna build a house, I'm gonna pay my carpenter friend. If I'm gonna have my car worked on, I'm gonna pay my mechanic friend. I mean, that's just how I am. And maybe Sam's that type of guy too. We don't know. I don't know Sam personally. I've never met Sam. I can't tell you what the type of guy he is. This is one of those things. SBF's home confinement order in Palo Alto sparks outrage, pitiful joke. I mean, it's not really a joke. The guy made a $250 bail. I mean, if you can make it, you can make it. This is another one of those ones. Bill Ackman says he thinks SBF's posting of a $250 million bail is itself a criminal indictment. Is it? I mean, I don't know. We really don't know. It could be. We'll see. Again, only time tells everything. Regulator wined and dined by SBF and FTX out at the SEC. This is a big one. They're hanging somebody at the SEC now. SEC General Counsel Danny Berkovich announced that he's departing his role at the agency effective January 31st. The agency said Berkovich was an ally of FTX within the Financial Regulatory Agency and had meetings with SBF and other crypto lobbyists. So, I mean, this was a guy that was lobbying for crypto, obviously, and now he's gone. And I'm sure he's going to another company. He's probably going to end up at Binance or something like that. Get paid pretty wealthy for the rest of his career. It's just so hard to say, guys, what's going on in this world and what they're trying to do. We all just pawns in it anyways. All right, so now we're going to go to our charts because every crypto YouTuber has a chart. He likes to look at his chart. He likes to tell everybody to look at his chart. He likes to sound all smart. So we're going to go look at our chart and try to sound smart for you guys today. All right, so here we are. We're looking at our Binance.us site chart, and I like to look at this chart because this chart, this Binance.us on the BTC.us to USD trading pair does about 64 to $75 million a day. I've seen it down to like 56 million a day. I've seen it up to like $90 million a day during this bear market that we're in right now. But I've been playing this chart for a minute. I like to watch it because this candle right here. This is the candle I'm playing on the weekly chart. I can show it to you on the daily chart, blah blah blah. Show you on the 5-minute chart what that candle is, but I'm pretty much playing that. I'm still, if you had lines here, you'd see that we're still operating well within our range here of the angle. If we were to go for, where's my lines? Let's put some lines up here. Let's I want to put some lines up for you guys so we can kind of see what I'm thinking. I don't really play with all these charts all that much because there's really, for me, I can visualize what I'm thinking inside my head. So let me see. I think It's from here down to here. I just want to get that price range up. So this happened way back on uh, uh, this was our dates are wrong here. 10/25. No, that's way wrong. This is our date. Anyways, we're way off. But anyways, this happened back in January on that last bull run into 2021. Right here, there's a big candle where there's a massive sell-off. I mean, this was just huge amounts of coin that got introduced into the market. This is what kind of caused the crash because there was people that got swooped up. They had millions and millions of dollars sitting down here, like 10 grand. I like to check the order books, um, and they just got swooped up in this big candle right here, and it's been causing this, and that's why I believe we're still trading down. There are still people holding on to coin from this run that are holding. You know, this candle goes down to 8,200 is where it went to, and if you can visualize I really want to get rid of this. I want to do a line right here. This is what we want. We want to draw a line. We want to do let's do a red line. This will work right here. We're going to go from here. We're going to go from to here. I know everybody's like, oh, don't use the bottom of the candle, but I'm just trying to show you guys what I'm looking at because that's where people got dumped at. So we got a little bit of ways yet here. So we're gonna see you. All right. That's not quite perfect, but it's close enough. Then we'll put a line. Another line up here. I'll go from up here down to here. Yeah, that's not really working out the way I want to be. But this is my bottom, and I believe as we go along here with this bottom candle, these people right here are going to look at more and more of possibly taking product. This is going to cause our last little flash crash from people that sell that were holding that coin at 10 grand and stuff like that. Just take the profits, and we just got to get rid of that buy pressure down here. And as you can see on the weekly chart, we're changing out pretty good. Uh, we're starting to turn. You know, we're starting to go sideways, which is forming this nice little turn right here, which is what we like to see. And then on the monthly chart, you look at this. You know, we're on the monthly chart, and we're just getting to that bottom right here, and we're gonna start turning, I believe. And you know, over the next 2 months, we're gonna, you know, if we push sideways through January and February without any major catastrophe doing what we're doing now, we should start turning these, and then we can hopefully get this to swoop back up. And 2023, we're off and again. Um, Guys, that's just my personal opinion. It's not really financial advice. It's just the strategy I'm playing. You only play the information provided to you in front of you, and when you're just you can only use indicators to try to help better yourself. You know, obviously, if I was rich, I probably wouldn't be on YouTube making videos. I'm just saying, and that's why I believe about most other YouTubers still making videos. They're doing it as income because they obviously ain't hit the damn market right yet. I'm hoping this time I do. We'll see. I'll put videos up as I go along. We'll see if I'm right, if I'm wrong. Everybody has their predictions. But I do believe we're going to have one more flash crash. You know, and it's not going to be some big drastic thing. I believe we should see the bottom because based on the information, if you go look at all the charts and you go back, the bottom over all the cycles, the bottom usually happens within about a year of the initial all-time high. And then from there, it usually trends up over the next year, gets up to like 2/3 of what the previous all-time high was, and it'll flash crash back down, and then it won't do another bottom, but it'll get pretty close there again, like 10 grand, 12 grand, whatever, and then we should see hopefully the next run up. That's just what I'm looking to see. I'm still thinking 2024 is like, oh my God, we're buying Lambos. I'm thinking 2023 is going to be all about accumulating and getting ready for the run through 2024 and do 2025. Well, guys, remember this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. I'm just giving my opinion just like everybody else's. What do you guys think about SBF? I mean, I don't know. Is he the putz? Is he the guy that we're just throwing at the bus because he's easy to yell at because he was the head guy? Did Caroline them be more vindictive? Was it? I don't know. I wasn't there. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in those meetings now, so I would know. I could give you guys better answers, but we'll all find out together as we go along. So, guys, this has been Crypto Yesterday. I'm Donnie. Until the next one, you guys have yourself a great day.